Chris, and yeah, I don't know where all the chats are or anything else. This is interesting. Not sure what the deal is, but hey, hi, and I am live. Let me see if I can get rid of my so I don't have any phone calls during this. Now let's see why it's not doing anything for me. Oh, we have one person. Great. Now I need to find out why it's not. No, that's not it. I need live chat. All messages are visible. Yeah, there we go. Okay, hey, hi, Sean John. I'm in. All right. I see you, Margie. Oh, great. I sent Chris the link, so he should be in here pretty soon. I'm hoping that I did it right. I did send the link. Oh, there's another person here. I'm not sure why he's not here yet. Hold on 1 second here. So how are you doing today, Sean John? It's good to have you. Oh, here we go. He's in. All right. Doing a little sugar.
Hey.
Okay. All right. Great.
See you,
Hey, hi. Hi. How's it going?
I'm back, resurrected.
Yes, he is. He's resurrected.
Oh, you're so much to talk about.
We do indeed.
Hold on, my screen is all messed up. I'm on my
Okay.
phone. Are you on your phone or on your computer?
I am on my phone.
Oh, that's right. I don't think you can do computer. Is this hey Nikki, is this subscriber mode?
Not really. Let's just hope.
Because no, they're coming. They're coming. Yeah,
Oh
you have
no.
to, click on them. But we can read the chat at the end. That's a secret.
Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise we'll keep. I know you want to ask me some questions. Who
I
am
do.
I? Why am I so handsome? Why do I look good today? I'm excited to be with my favorite client, Claudia. Hi. I'll say hi to people, but Margie, what's going on? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. I am in a bit of a stall, but I have an awesome health coach who is helping me to deal with this. I'm not gaining weight, at least. That's good.
You look so good, AT. Well, I'm gonna tell you. Uh, hey, there's Eve's Journey. I heard of her. Eve, I got to get on your
Hi,
live.
Eve.
Hey, everybody.
Hi,
Well,
Claudia. Hi,
you know,
Nikki.
just to get this, out of the way, today I'm only eating, and Margie and I are doing the same thing. I'm only eating starches, sugar, and fruit. So it's a little bit of a nod to. I just had some cereal, and I had a rice cake to break a stall. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Nikki's like pretty in pink. Thank you, Nikki. And just to break a stall, you got to give the body. Obviously, I'm coaching Margie, and I said, Margie, you're not even really stalling, but to really go forward, we have to do things we've never done. So Margie and I together are eating. I had a rice cake, a little bowl of cereal, sugar in the coffee. So we're having a lot of sugar, carbohydrates, and starches
Yes,
today.
I had some. Oh, go ahead.
That's it.
I had some. I had some sourdough bread and some orange juice before I came on. So there we go.
Now the
No,
trick
no
is
butter or anything.
yeah, the trick is not to do this for too many days because then the
Mhm.
body adapts and goes, where's the protein? Where's the fat? So you do this for a day or two, however you want to structure it, just jumping into the diet aspect. And then all of a sudden the body is like, whoa, you threw a monkey wrench in my ass, right? And the scale goes down. And watch this, when you get off of all the sugar and starches, watch the body's reaction. Let me get some headphones to hear you better. That's a secret too,
Okay.
Mark. Do you ever use headphones?
No, I couldn't get the earbuds, but I'm gonna have to get some headphones that aren't the big old things that go over and whatever.
No,
I'll
I
figure it
just do
out.
the simple. See,
Mm-hmm.
this came
Okay.
with the phone. 1 second.
I'll see if I can try to get some of those. Yeah.
Oh,
So
hi, world. Hi.
hi everyone. Yes. Chris Guy. That's what I'm gonna call you. I can't call you that other name anymore. So I'm gonna call you Chris Guy.
I'm the fun guy. I'm for fun's
Yeah, the
sake.
fun guy.
That's my new
Yeah. So tell
nickname.
us. Yeah, tell us some more about your YouTube channel.
Well, I heard about this thing called YouTube. Used to be called the boob tube back in the 70s. And I heard about this YouTube. It's like, I could be a tuber. I could be a potato YouTuber. And then I figured it out. Wait a minute. I can express all my inflammatory ideas here in a free speech way. So I'm super excited to do this. And as I joke around for the people who know what happened, that obviously look, let's just, not to get anybody in trouble, if you have had something removed, you have a year and then there's a pilot program. But you can start up other shows and channels, but unfortunately, it can be gone anytime. So this is just temporary. Oh, for fun's sake. Because people used to always say the dirty word, for F sake. But this is, for fun's sake. And I just want to have a good time. And I have a lot to share. I made a great video today. Nice cat. Look at you too. Beautiful. Wow. People
You've seen
told me
him a lot. Go ahead.
people told me that Margie was a witch, and now I see it with the black cat. Now I see it. And but yeah, it is just fun because I don't know when I'm going to be gone and what's going to happen on uh, on my journey. And but it's fun because I told Margie this morning, during Margie and I had a coaching call this morning, and I said I miss expressing myself, because if you want to learn something, teach it. If you want to grow, teach other people how to grow. In our case, if you want to get slimmer, not grow, uh, teach people how to, yeah, and for fun. Let's just have fun. Remember fun. And like, I don't think I'm inflammatory. I never talk about violence or anti-government or religion or anything, but something happened a couple of channels ago, and I have been in perpetual YouTube purgatory jail uh, ever since. But I can't use purgatory because now I'm a high Calvinist. So it's inside joke. Margie and I have a lot of inside religious jokes. So we have a lot of fun. But basically, look, I coach, I teach. Nothing has changed. But Margie has a lot of questions for me, and I'm ready to hear it. And I have questions for Margie too, and her kitty.
Yes, this is Mischief, by the way. He's my 19-year-old. You've seen him before.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, so the first question is, what would you like to reveal about your life professionally and about your education after high school and before becoming a personal trainer?
What do you mean, like reveal about my life? What do you mean? What do you mean?
You
Like
know,
what I
professionally,
was doing? What I was
what you were
doing?
doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I went to school, believe it or not. And Margie doesn't know a lot about this because Margie and I talk about her abs and her booty all the time. That's all we talk about. I'm also guys. I'm also a personal twainer. I twain people. So I send Margie videos, and she sends me videos in the gym. So it's not just about eat this, don't eat that. But never told Margie this. I went to New York. I went to Hunter College, a little bit at NYU, and I went to New York Institute of Technology. I was going into hospitality management school out on Long Island. So, because I always loved restaurants, hotels, travel, and I had some connections in the family, but it wasn't for me. The up till 4 5 a.m. opening up a club and a bar and going into hospitality wasn't for me. I love a healthy lifestyle. You want to get fat and unfortunately addicted, go into hospitality. Some of the most unhealthiest people in the world go into hospitality management, opening up a bar, a club. It wasn't for me. So obviously, I'm a professional musician as well. So I started playing in bands and I started teaching. So you see, I've always done sort of like working one on one with people, bartending, guitar, music, personal training, health coaching. I think it's all the same stuff. You're helping with people, one on one, and you're helping them you know. Thank you, Eve's like, I could definitely see you running a bar. Eve, you and I will open up our bar. It'll be called the Interracial Sexy Bar. But in all seriousness, that's kind of like everybody has a story. Margie, I know, has gone through a lot. Everybody, if you've lived long enough, as the old joke goes, you have a past. And that's really it. There's nothing I keep secret. I'm a bit of a Renaissance man that loves many disciplines and loves to study everything. So that's why, for me, it's always been the route has been like that. Next question. This is fun, Margie.
Okay. So tell us about your time as an actor.
I'm acting right now. You know, I'm acting right. Well, I got involved in New York Institute of Technology, NYIT, and at Hunter in the theater department because I thought this is fun. Yeah, you can play something you're not. You can be something you're not. So in grade school, I was Alibaba in the 40 Thieves. I was Robin Hood. I was Rip Van Winkle. In grade school, when I was, kindergarten to sixth grade, I got to play a lot of the starring roles. And it's weird. I'm very, very shy in a lot of ways and insecure. But when you're on stage and you're wearing makeup or when you're performing, well, you're not yourself, really, are you? You're playing a little bit of a character. And sometimes I do that on my YouTube as well. I play a little bit of a character. I have fun. And I like, do funny voices. And Sean John likes that. And Eve, it'll be called Fabulous Fun. Yeah, I don't like that word fabulous, Eve. It's retarded. Forget it. And I never use that word fab again. So then I got involved with a theater company, the Chekhov Theater Ensemble, where we also taught kids, and we had a program of Shakespeare. I loved acting, and I still do. But talk about a commitment. If you want to really make money as an actor, that's all you're chasing going on cruises, Margie. You're doing work around the country. You're getting paid scale. You're barely making it. You're going to LA and sleeping on people's sofas or hostels. You're auditioning. It's very, very difficult life. 3%. Like if me and Eve opened up a bar, like we joked, there's a good chance we'll be pretty successful or have a running business. But if you become an actor, 3%, 3% make money? What? 3% of $100 3% of the people in the union, Margie, after a SAG equity, these are the actors' unions, TV, film, and stage, only 3% are working. Wow, that woke me up a little bit. And it's like, I started doing music, I started teaching, I started making money in restaurants and bars, hospitality. Then I got into personal training, worked for gyms. And here I am wearing this pink shirt, a multimillionaire today.
Yeah. So, here's another question for you. Why do so many women have a crush on you?
No women have a crush on me, except for Eve. Eve loves me. And Nikki. Nikki wants to marry me too. She proposed twice. She sent me a ring. But in all seriousness, people like I guess people like a fun guy. And people like me because I'm single. Tia goes, it's like being any sort of artist. Very few can actually make a living at it. But no, people have a crush on me, I think, because I'm fun. They know I love women. I respect women. There are many women in my life. My sister, all my first cousins, many are women. I treat women great. Um, but in all seriousness, I just think when they see a guy who acts young and who's fun and is in shape and is charismatic, they have a crush on. I don't know. It's like, but you know what? I'm going to be really honest with the people in the chat. It is extremely difficult to get a date in New York City. I'm not even joking around. If you think it's easy at a certain age, Margie, I know you date all the time. So when you walk, it's like you go into a store, you got to try to meet people. Don't think it's an easy thing. It's easy when someone introduces you, maybe to
Mm.
somebody, and the apps are tough.
Yeah, I don't even want to. I mean, I said that yesterday. I don't really have a dating past, really, except for in college. But I just feel so like I have to get to know somebody a little bit first before,
Me
because it
too.
just feels too weird. It's just like,
It's tough. It's tough. I was very, I'm going to be really honest. I'm always very transparent. Margie, you don't have to say anything, please. You don't have to talk about yourself. This is me being open. I lost my virginity very, very late. In New York City, a lot of people fool around in high school, beginning of college. Not this guy. For me, I waited a long time. Again, this is just personal stuff. I came from a very conservative Catholic family. And I tell Margie this. Margie wanted to know a little bit about me. And it's like people are very surprised. Like I'm not like out there. I never picked up girls in a bar. I That's not me. And it's like, so it's like, Nikki asked, was I ever nearly married? Never engaged Nikki, but there were two women that I thought I was going to be married to, Yasna and Romana, because I was with them in a longer term relationship. But I don't believe in divorce. And when I realized they weren't right for me, stopped seeing them. Things happened, got into my 40s, COVID came. You wake up, you're 100 years old. I'm giving you guys the truth. My sister never had kids. She got married a few years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. So she's older than me. So what I'm trying to say is it doesn't mean that, yeah, Nikki. Nikki says dating is difficult to date here in Spain too. They're all too old. As for dating apps, forget it. Yeah, for women, it can be tough because women, I think, are amazing as they get older. But the guys are lousy and they're too old. See, Nikki, Nikki's very young. I know Nikki. Nikki acts young and is young-hearted. So all of a sudden, Nikki is looking for people, in their 40s and 50s doesn't exist. And so the problem for me is the young girls really like me, but I have nothing in common with the really, really young girls. So that's the whole speech about dating. If it happens, it happens. I'm not pushing it. I'm not pushing it. I've been on Match.com. I've been on Tinder. I checked out Christian Mingle. I checked out the Christian dating apps for fun. I looked at Muslim Mingle. Just kidding. But like there are different apps. There's J Date, Jewish dating. There's guys. There's apps for everybody. There's Crow Date, Croatian dating. Margie, there's everything. You know. Margie? Did you ever go on Tinder or Match and go, "Hi, I'm Margie. I'm sexy and single."
I have never been on a dating app. No, not my thing. Absolutely not my thing at all.
It's very
I'm
challenging because when you meet them, they're not going to look like their pictures. They're lying, or they put their best
mhm.
pictures. That's then you have to go through. I know all the tricks. You have to go. Can you please send me a picture right now? Hold the camera. Like if you get to the point where you're exchanging texts, just be real because I'm not saying that I'm a young Patrick Swayze or James Dean over here, but I think I look like my pictures. I think like I'm honest. 6'2", 192 pounds. This is me, you know? Oh, Tia, dating is difficult anywhere. I only met my new husband when I was 50. Look at that. It was a total miracle, but finally found my soulmate. Where did you find him, Tia? Not on a dating app, right? But I know people that got married from a dating app, Margie. Hello?
No, yeah, I don't know. I'm old, so I don't know. I'm just one of those. If it ever happens, something comes across.
I'm gonna put you on a couple of dating apps. We'll see how you do.
No, no, please, no. I don't. No, thank you. I don't. I just don't. No, 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 no. I mean, I would have to send them pictures of my thighs, and then they'd be like, "Bye, bye."
Well, no, you got to be honest. That's all. You got to always say, "I'm losing weight. I'm a work in progress." Yeah, yeah.
So, okay, next question. Any heroes as actors?
What do you mean?
Any actors you think of, like wow, like that they're something you would aspire to be, or it has inspired you otherwise. I don't anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up, and people know me from my other shows. I grew up loving the films, cinema. I love movies. So, like any anyone from old movies, Marilyn Monroe, James Dean, Charlton Heston, you know, modern people, Hugh Jackman, I used to like Robert De Niro, any Marlon Brando. And it all depends what you mean by heroes. I like people how they act, and I like people that Margie I idolize how they are in their regular life. Um, so yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, like I like a lot of people, especially I really like the actors that are older and that keep in shape, and they realize it's not just them being perfect with, makeup and lighting, you know. But yeah, when I was growing up, it were the old classic actors from Robert Wagner, Heart to Heart. Uh, Charlton Heston, Ben Hur, all the old movies, Moses. I mean, any of the old black and whites, I was always, wow. James Dean, Marlon Brando. But recently, I like a lot of the actors, I'm not really in tune with the really young. If you watch award shows, Margie, and you see the red carpet, I don't know who half of them are. If you're not on watching Entertainment Tonight or watching all the latest movies and latest TV shows, you won't know who the actors are.
It's me.
No, me too. So like I'll be like watching some hot new actress. It's supposed to be a new actress who's in a movie, something Sweeney. She's beautiful and she's making herself ugly for this new boxing movie. I love boxing movies. Elizabeth Sweeney, Mary Sweeney, she's gorgeous, but there are a lot, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Anybody,
Okay.
Margie, I look up to you, Margie. You are inspiring me. You're
Aw.
beautiful. You are, you're changing your life when you don't have to. You don't really have to. You don't have to change anything. But you decided, hey, I don't want to be and feel and look this way anymore. You inspire me.
Aw. You are an inspiration to me in many ways as well. Okay, so let's get into one of the juicy questions, Chris. Ready? Thoughts on the current craze for GLP-1s versus diet and exercise?
Oh, we
Because it
talked.
drives me nuts on YouTube. It really does. It's
Yeah.
like, can we get to some actual real stuff and not all about GLP-1s? And then we add GLP-1s to it. Go ahead. I'll shut up.
It's really sad, and I'm a, I'm big into the sports world. This is where I can talk about all the current stuff: football, basketball, baseball, a little bit of hockey. But I know a lot about. I watch the Olympics. I watch amateur sports. I love sports, and what bothers me, I love black people. I've dated several black women and I love black people. So this is not me talking against. I don't even like that term African American. I don't even know what that means. People of color, black people. Who cares where you're from? But you know who Charles Barkley is, the famous basketball player. He's now, and I love Serena Williams, who's a great legendary tennis player. And he and Serena are both currently advertising and selling, one of the latest drugs, injectable GLP-1s. Now, you're professional athletes, and you're telling me now you're influencing all the black people and all people who follow you to be on. I mean, Margie, did you do your research? Do you know what GLP-1s do? Like, what's your understanding?
But what they do is they sort of slow down your digestive system
That's right.
and they make you very nauseous so you don't want to eat much.
There you go. So GLP-1, everything that we take, I remember Dr. Sears, check out Barry Sears in the 90s. Remember the zone diet. Much of
Mhm.
what I teach is the zone diet. Notice I eat carbs, protein, and fat. That's how Margie lost the weight and continues. We never put Margie, you're only going to have carbs forever. You're only going to. So everything that you take, every these hormones you already have in your body. Every drug you take, Barry Sears talked about this. Every supplement, your body naturally can do all of these things. Isn't that wild? So your body does it naturally. So find out how to do that naturally. But we get lazy, we gain weight, and and it's like, and you know what people don't talk about are the side effects to that. So I dated a woman who had the stomach surgery, stapling. You know what I mean. The gastric bypass, I believe it was called at the time, surgery. And we were on the date, gastric bypass. She goes, "Food has no taste anymore for me." By the way, she was still fat. She's still fat. None of these things mean you're going to be skinny. And Hollywood celebrities take this just to be even hyper skinny. So I'm in big disagreement. I have doctors in my family, they don't recommend this. And I do not, when something is mimicking something that you can do yourself with the proper education, why would you want to screw your long-term health up? It's $900 a month without insurance, $1,000 a month. Okay, I was doing some research into this. Nusha, my sister's best friend, is a cardiologist, and sometimes she prescribes. And she's like, without insurance, it's super expensive, slows the food down so you won't be hungry. It's ridiculous. You can just easily do that so you won't be hungry. I teach exactly how to do it. I'm strongly against anything at all like that. It's there's such few success stories. These peptides, these hormones, there's such few people. As Eve just said, long term issues. If you really feel like you have no way out, proceed with caution. By the way, did you know, Margie, if you stop doing it, you'll go back to your old ways. You have to keep on doing this.
Yeah.
This is the problem I have. I'm no expert, but everything I've researched about it, I went, if it were so great, I would tell Margie to do it. If this were so, hey, I have the answer, but I don't know anybody in New York that's successful doing it. Don't forget, they always say you still have to diet and exercise. Notice the disclaimer?
Mm-hmm.
GLP-1s. Find out how your body works. Your body has its own pharmacy. Your body has its own, all of the chemicals, and everything is in your own body if you know how to use it. I discovered recently a breathing technique that makes you feel high. It's called the sigh technique. I'm not making a joke. You breathe in, and you sigh. You keep sighing. After about 15, 20 minutes, you can be high as a kite. I rather do things naturally. You guys ever hear of a guy named JC? Well, JC, not JC Penny, but JC is a friend of Margie's and mine. He went to the desert for 40 days and he was fasting. Try to fast your ass for 7 days. You're going to be kicking the devil's butt also. There's incredible powers in fasting. You wanna change your life? Don't eat and drink for 3 days. There was a doctor that taught me this secret. Just eat oranges only. After 4 or 5 days, you will be hallucinating. You'll sleep 2 hours a night. You'll be getting visions. There are many, 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 many ways. Brick! Brick is my New York City girlfriend. What's up, Brick? Love the Brick.
Rick.
Brick and I are going to get together. Can we make our announcement, Margie? Our
Yes, of
announcement?
course. You do it
Mar-
because you're so much more dynamic.
Margie is coming to New York City. Margie's coming to New York. And she's visiting not only New York, but me. And me and Brick are going to hang out with Margie when she's here. And she's coming at a busy time, first week of December. If anyone else wants to come to New York City, Margie, do you know your exact dates?
Yes, December 2nd through December 6th.
We'll make videos together. She's gonna be staying in Long Island City. People don't know that Brooklyn and Queens are part of Long Island. So they call it Long Island City, which is right next to Manhattan. She's in the city in 4 minutes on the subway. So she got a really nice hotel. But I'm gonna take care of her and make sure she's going to the right places. And I'm gonna spend some time with Margie and Brick, Melissa. We're going to all get together. Melissa is awesome. Melissa Brick has a very successful YouTube channel. It's a tarot card reading, and she also dances around naked. So Brick dances around naked and wears a Swami headdress. And so that's why she has all those subscribers. Right, Brick? How do you like me now, Brick? How do you like me now?
He's
Brick
so
is
wild.
Brick is the best. So no, really, Brick is incredible, and we're gonna get together. Brick was shy to meet me, but Brick is great. She's wonderful, and but yeah. So I don't believe in any unless you absolutely have to go down that route. You know, Margie, the closest I ever came to drugs for fat loss. You know what it was? Do you guys have you guys ever taken in the comments section uh no, she really does have a tarot card channel. Brick is incredible. Nikki, come to New York. You can stay with Margie in the hotel room.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Nikki,
nice
you,
view and everything.
Nikki, you told us yesterday how fantastic you'll have a fab time. But first week of December. But the closest, Margie, have you ever, anyone in the chat, have you ever taken fat burners?
Oh, by the way, could you guys hit the like button for me, please? Help a sister out. Yeah. Okay, come
Help
on.
us, sister. Have you guys ever? I'm looking at the. I'm looking up right now on Google. It's called. It's. They still exist. It's called hydroxycut. It's still good. It's very good. So this is a fat burner pill. Now, do you know how these fat burner pills work? Nothing burns fat. You numbskulls. Is loaded with stimulants. So that's loaded with stimulants and caffeine. Margie, you take hydroxycut and you're not going to want to eat for 10 hours. That's why it works. That's right, Brick. I took hydroxycut. So do the members of the Jersey Shore. It's been around since the 90s. It works. Hydroxycut works. Except you're going to be like this. It's super hyper. It works because you don't want to eat, but I don't recommend it. Have a cup of coffee. That works too. You know, listen, I've tried, guys, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, guys. I know people who entered competitions. I know the drugs they took to lose weight for stage. I'm not going to talk about it, get Margie in trouble. I know what they took to get on stage. I do not go down that route. Do not go down that route. That's right, Eve. Any of those, ephedra, phentermine, any of those. That's right. Some of these drugs have been banned by the FDA. I had to get Margie off these drugs. Just, I'm just kidding. Margie is pure like me. We're pure. So I dated a couple of models in my day. I call it the cigarette coffee diet. Smoke cigarettes all day and drink coffee. You will lose 2, 3 pounds a day. And then you crash, burn, destroy your health. That's right, Tia. Legal speed. That's right. I took it. All of this stuff is bullshit. So everyone knows
Yeah.
I coach Margie. I've never ever told anything to Margie to compromise her health. I've given her some short term tricks, but that's just to break a plateau. If Margie's not comfortable, she doesn't do it. But I've never given Margie, we're going to drink black coffee all day. And come on. There's another secret. You can drink coffee all day, go into the sauna, and put a hefty bag around you, and you lose 5 pounds till the next day. That's a water weight, where fighters do that to make weight. It's called, you completely don't drink any water. You drop water weight. Guys, we're not talking about the short term results. As soon as you drink Margie knows if Margie goes on the scale and she just drinks a big glass of water, she's up 1.5 pounds. I'm boring Margie. Right,
No,
Margie?
you're not. No, you're not. I'm sorry.
Don't make
I'm not.
me
You're not.
pissing me off, Margie. By the way, I love Margie. Don't think I'm mad ever at her. Ever. You know,
Hey, buddy.
great questions. Again, I am not a doctor, but I play
Yes.
one on TV. Remember the commercials? But I play one on TV. And it's like if you ask my sister, her husband, my friends, I have a lot of doctors. I train a doctor in the gym, Dr. Dave. They don't recommend any of this stuff, you guys. That's right, Tia. Lots of sugar does the same thing. Remember the sugar diet back in 2025? Yeah.
The what? Oh.
Yeah, the sugar diet. You eat candy canes all day.
And maple syrup if you're good at night. Yes. Okay.
This is fun, guys.
Okay, so give me a little bit more, since we're already on the subject, of your thoughts on bariatric surgery and the after effects, and like especially the what goes on after, what you've noticed it goes on after that,
I've
and
only
they've lost some weight and they're
I dated a woman and I met somebody and I did not see positive long-term results. Because once again, if you lose the taste for food, you can't even smell it, she told me, and you lose the will. I think Hal Roker, do you know who Al Roker is? He
yeah,
got the
yeah.
surgery. I think he looks terrible. I just, suddenly, if you Google Al Roker surgery, Al Roker surgery, I remember when he got it, and if you look at Al, I'm like,
Bye,
sorry,
Tia.
guys.
Thanks for coming.
20th anniversary of gastric bypass. I think Drew Carey did it also. If you change your lifestyle, he goes, I'm never going back. Well, it's up to you. If you're at that point where I lost 100 pounds with the surgery, it's I don't know. Do you gain anything? Do you grow as a person? Anytime someone says have this surgery, people want. I know people in the city who had a little stomach like me who got it sucked out. Remember? Well, what do they call that again when you suck out the fat?
Liposuction.
Liposuction. And there's something that my actor friend Maggie told me in California. People go to the cold, they put themselves in cold cells and they blast out the fat with cold therapy. Give me a break. It's like any of these things are just temporary. And I'm seeing Margie, who's gonna be under 200 pounds by February, March. Her weight's gonna say under 200, and it'll be forever lost because of everything she's gained. And by learning this and teaching it on her YouTube channel, I just anything that will compromise my love for food and my taste, and I I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't.
Hey. Hey, so what classes or training did you take to become a health coach?
Well, you got to get certified, and there's different certifications to take. Somebody's texting me who I don't like, and the ISSA, the national sports, and it's really interesting about personal training and health coaching. I could have gone on for even higher certifications. I disagreed with what they were teaching us in the class. I love, I love the teaching things like saving someone's life and giving them, mouth to mouth and holding their nose and blowing into them. All of that to save someone. Use a defibrillator, call 911, what to do if someone's hurt. I loved all the CPR training. I love learning how to take someone's blood pressure. I love learning all of those things. But a lot of the things, Margie, what they teach as health coaches, and then you go on to become a nutritionist. And you what? By the way, let me teach you something, Margie, right now.
Okay.
And anyone can say that they're a health coach, a nutritionist. And you know why? In order to get clients, you don't need a certification. Did you know that legally you can go to gym? Hey, I'm Margie. I'm going to teach you how to curl. Give me $50. And they look at Margie's arms, and she has good arms, and she teaches you how to curl. Thank you, Margie Mitchell. Where do I pay you? Are you really a personal trainer qualified? No, you're just a beautiful Margie Mitchell. You're paying Margie because she's good looking. She's good looking, so you pay Margie. But if you go to something that has to do with medical advice, oh, now we're getting into psychiatry or a doctor of chiropractic or any time that you have to say, oh, where did you go to school? Let me see your degree. You can't practice dentistry by saying, I know a few things, but I'm looking for that word. Oh, yeah, a registered dietitian is what they wanted me to be. People who loved my talent. Well, when I learned what they're teaching as a registered dietitian, it was some of the worst advice I've ever heard. Sugar's bad, carbs are bad, fat is bad. What are you going to be eating? Air? I mean, after a while, it's like, can't have that. Can't have that veggie. Fruit. Fruit will kill you. Vegetables are trying to kill you. Ah. If you guys know what they teach, you would be like, wow. So when I studied this and got my certifications to go further into this, Margie, I've learned more on my own and through all the seminars I've gone and people whom I've studied with and my mentors. You know what health is? True health is what? Sunshine, vitamin D, fresh air, fresh water, knowing how to keep your house clean, literally, knowing what light bulbs to use. I'm not joking. There's what water to drink. Guys, it's not spring water either. I have news for you. The best water is distilled water. And things that I've learned from my health teachers. Keep your chemicals, do not put chemicals under your sink. That needs to be in a place that's aired out. I keep it far away from my kitchen. Margie and I don't really talk about this stuff, but to be healthy, good relationships. I have a great relationship with Margie. We become friends. That's a big deal to me. Margie is now, she's stuck with me. Margie is my lifelong friend. I'm friends with Nikki. I really am. I'm friends with Eve. And I've never met them, but I'm going to meet Margie. And it's like relationships. Anybody in the chat believe in God? Does anybody believe in God? Or do you guys just believe we're here? It's just random. Does anybody in the chat believe in a creator, God? I've come to learn now in my 57 years that it's your own personal relationship with your God, whether it's Allah, whether is Jehovah a God, Margie, Jehovah, God?
Well, that's another that's the Jewish name for the
There you go.
God Almighty, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
The Lord God, Lord God.
whether you believe in Jesus, whether you believe whatever you believe in, Buddha, whatever you believe in, Krishna, it's your own personal relationship. Margie and I agree on a lot, but I don't know everything that Margie actually believes in or me. But isn't this all a part of health? I wake up every day and I go, thank you, God. I really do. I give gratitude. I have an attitude of gratitude. That for me is a health coach, not just carbs, fats, and proteins, running on the treadmill, or in some people, falling off a treadmill.
Hey. So, what is one sage piece of advice you would give about working with a health coach?
If you're working with a health coach, ask a lot of questions. If you're working with someone like me, don't try to trick them, but ask them what they value. This is big. I'm not a kid anymore. I now value a fun, wholesome, good time. I really do. I love kids. People say, oh my God, don't smile or talk to kids. They're going to think you're weird. Every kid in the street comes to me and smiles and waves because they know who they're dealing with. I love kids. And I tell the parents all the time, you have a beautiful baby just like you. And they go, oh, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Not weird. I value the wisdom of kids, the wisdom of older folk. Find out what your health coach values. If a person is just a personal trainer, getting in shape, how do they work out? What do they believe about muscle? What do they believe about training? Are they overdoing it? Do you believe in a combination of machines and weights? Do you believe in walking, running? Again, I value things now. Nikki, Brick, Tia, everybody in here, Eve, I'm looking at the people in the chat, Claudia,
Sean,
that
Sean.
I didn't value when I was 40, 45. Now I look at things differently. I value joy. I value helping others. As health for me, Margie, is not just getting your ass in shape.
Okay.
I'm getting a little deep. I'm getting deep.
That's good. That's good. These are all the things we wanted to know. So tell us about how age affects the body.
Oh, wow. You got it. You got 2 hours. I mean, there are things that obviously I remember when I was in my 20s and 30s. Age, you just had unlimited. I still have good energy, but I had unlimited energy. I could be out till 4 a.m. Oh, I paid the price, but I can still get up and be like, okay, let's do it. I can lose 3 pounds by just dropping garbage from my diet. I just felt like for me at 57, if anybody here is my age or older, I know that Margie is in the chat, you're just going to feel like you now have a finite amount of energy. So you have to guard that energy and you have to use it wisely. I made a video today about how to free up some of this energy. You have to do the procrastination list. What have you been procrastinating? What are some of the things that that you guys in the chat or anybody has literally been, huh, I know I should do that, but I'm not doing it. Well, that's blocking your energy because you know you should be doing it. So, like, for me, aging, uh, I do not believe just because you're older, you need to go to the doctor all the time. No, I don't believe that at all. I don't think God made us to go to the doctor all the time and every little thing. Oh, God. Mel Gibson, the actor, tells a story. He told this story 3 years ago. Mel Gibson, I hope his father's still alive. His father was like 89, 90, 91, and his father never goes to the doctor. Hasn't been to the doctor in over 15, 20 years. So Mel Gibson asked his dad, he said, how do you feel, Dad? I feel great, Mel. So Mel goes, then don't go to the doctor. What? If you feel good and you're 90, I think it was on Joe Rogan. Check out Mel Gibson. He does a lot of cool movies. I call him a super Catholic. He goes to the Latin masses where they only speak Latin. My friend Dalibor only goes to Latin Catholic Mass. Could you believe this? In Queens here, Mel Gibson's a hardcore Catholic. I won't hold that against Mel, though. He's a good guy, and he made great movies. Um, is it the last? Not the Last Temptation. That was Martin Scorsese. He made The Passion of the Christ. But if you feel good, Margie, and if I really believe, eat the foods in the Bible: honey, fish, figs, fruit, meats. What did I leave out? Bread. What did I leave out in the Bible? What was being eaten in the Middle East back then?
Well, there was manna. Okay, no, that's a bread. Okay. And there was, your yeah. Anyway, lamb, of course,
That's meat.
because
Exactly.
yeah.
Wine. That's right. Wine, grapes. JC, Jesus, Joshua turned water into
Oh, let's see.
wine. Remember the miracle? I think it might have been
Yes,
JC's
at
first
Cana.
miracle.
Yes, his first miracle at the marriage. Yeah.
That's right. Look at
And they
Brick.
ran out of wine, and and then they're like, "Can you help us out?" He's like, "I'm not supposed to do not time for me to do these miracles." His mother's like, "Please, can you help us out?" And okay.
That's right.
So,
Yeah,
they have they filled up these these with water, and then became wine, and it was the best wine they'd ever had. Yeah.
that's right. I got a feeling Jesus might have had a glass or two. Is it written in the Bible or it's not written?
It doesn't say that he did.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of variation as to whether that wine was good because it was new wine and it was not that alcoholic, or whether it was. I mean, you got to realize they from to keep things down, the microbes down and whatnot. They needed to put something in their water. It could have been water, not this one, but most likely this was a very, very low alcoholic type wine. It was not a 15% wine. That was considered less good, apparently. So, I mean, how you can have and not, like, supposed to get drunk. So, yeah. I don't think it was
I
a
don't get,
super.
I don't drink. People in the chat, I don't drink much anymore. Actually, I don't drink at all. So it's like, if I have a couple of drinks, I right away feel it. And it's like, you know, even if you don't believe in Jesus and you believe he was a person that was living, my English teacher in college said, he said, even if you don't believe in the biblical Jesus, if you just believe that was a historical person. And my teacher said, what a fascinating person. And imagine that there was a person that you don't believe was the Son of God and you don't believe was God. Let's say you just believe that was just a historical person. Well, the person like that who had those kinds of powers doesn't need to drink, doesn't need to smoke or take drugs, because he's always connected. 33 miracles. Look up the powerful number 33. He lived to 33. He performed 33 miracles. And there's so many other. 33 is an incredibly positive number. So, but I love talking about JC, and I love talking about Brick said flatbread, hummus, dates, grapes. I'm very proud of Brick. Brick is a vegan. She's plant-based. Way to go, Brick. Any more questions for your
Whoa.
coach that
Oh,
you never knew about me?
then you never. You mean I can't ask you about. I can't ask you. Okay, I'll ask you something. Your longest relationship?
With food?
No, with a girl.
A girl? Okay. Uh wow. There was a couple that made about 3 to 4 years, 3.5 years.
Your favorite romantic song?
Wow. Now, I'm a romantic. So I love Michelle. Let me get my guitar. Can I play a song for the group?
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm gonna play a song. This is dedicated. Hold on, guys. Can you hear me?
Hmm.
This is dedicated to everybody here. I'm gonna play a little song. Take off my. Okay, I don't even know if you guys can hear this. Well, I'll play a romantic song. Having a little fun here. It doesn't come out
Yeah.
to the speakers, but because
Mhm.
it's a little phone recording. Um, and I can start singing because Nikki just asked me to sing, so I'm going to sing a little something for Nikki. Nikki, this is for you, Nikki. There was a lady from Spain. Her name was Nikki. She can't lose that last 5 pounds. Nikki, stop partying. I was teasing Nikki because I love Nikki. Oh, thank you, Claudia. I'm actually also a music teacher. Uh, so I have another channel if you guys want to check it out. It's called The Fabulous Guitarist. I'm not kidding. And you can take a look at The Fabulous Guitarist. Margie knows about it. I don't talk about it. But and I play. I'm a professional musician, and I love all kinds of music. And yeah, but of course, I love. I was raised on the Beatles. I was raised on Simon and Garfunkel. I was raised on the folk music, rock music, everything. I was born in 1968, so growing up, me and my sister loved James Taylor, Carole King, Ray Charles. My uncle Tony got us into Ray, Glenn Campbell, if you guys remember the Beatles, the Stones, Tina Turner, all those guys, legends. And so yeah, so so this is my beautiful 1959 pink Fender Strat. It's a great guitar, has a beautiful sound. Anyway, yeah, I love these questions. This is fun. But I
Okay,
love Yesterday. I love a lot of songs.
okay, I have another one for you, but I know the answer to it. Who is your favorite classical guitarist?
Classical guitarist. Now, I started off playing classical. I loved Andre Segovia, but there's an American guy named Christopher Parkening. I hope he's still with us. What? He studied with Segovia. And this is, by the way, guys, when usually, thank you, Nikki. When you usually study classical, you can only play classical. It's so exacting. It takes so much work. So usually the classical artists who play Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, Tarrega, you just play classical. I play rock, blues, jazz, funk, classical. But Christopher Parkening and the maestro Andre Segovia, considered the greatest classical player of all time. These are great questions, Margie. Thank you.
Yeah, I just a note. I had a front and center. I mean, the front row, front and center, um, at a Christopher Parkening concert, and I loved every second of it. It was amazing. The way that Christopher Parkin can make that guitar just, it was so wonderful.
Christopher Park
Yeah, okay.
is an
Huh?
interesting guy. He got into trouble with Segovia. You know why? Christopher
Why?
Parkening, I think, is from California originally. I could be wrong, but Christopher Parkening made the mistake of taking his guitar to the beach. Well, Andre Segovia said, "I heard you took your Spanish guitar to the beach." You guys don't understand something. When he taught Segovia, it was the 1960s and 70s. Classical guitar was elevated to a high level. It was too casual for Maestro Segovia. You don't take a guitar and strum it on the beach. It's supposed to be reserved for the church, for the stage, for Carnegie Hall. I'm talking classical, not I'm strumming Bob Dylan, I'm strumming Hendrix. Yeah, Christopher Parkening is a really great guy. Let's see if he's still around. Christopher, the greatest American. Christopher Parkening, American guitarist. He's 77 years old. He's still around. Los Angeles, California. He's 77 years old. An incredible, incredible player. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard him when he was in his 30s thing, because it was the mid 80s when I went to that concert. Yeah, okay, so let me ask you a health question again. Ready? Yeah. Okay, so weight loss transportation. Why am I doing so well, do you think?
Who's you? You?
Margie Mitchell.
Let me get my headset. Let's talk about Margie Mitchell, my favorite person. And I'm not just
He
saying
asked
this
me
because
to,
she
to ask
pays,
these questions.
but give me a second, guys. Thank you. I'm very honest. I lost people who did not stick with my program. All right. So can you hear me, Margie?
Yes, I can.
Why is Margie Mitchell doing so well? Because Margie Mitchell listens to me. She's open minded. And every time I've given her a suggestion, 2 to 4 pounds came off the scale that week. Margie's not afraid to try new things. She started a YouTube channel. Uh, she works at it. She doesn't kill herself walking or in the gym. Margie knows the term the long game. Guys, anyone can do the short game. I can blast off 10 pounds off Margie within 7 days. She knows how, but she's afraid it's going to rebound back. Rubber band. You tug on that rubber band. I can have Margie eat 300 to 500 calories a day, fast a couple of days in a row. She'll be kind of miserable. Sometimes she'll feel okay, and she'll lose 10
I'll
pounds
yell
quickly.
Chris's head off.
But she listens to me. She's trying everything, and she looks great. And if you're guys, anyone that wants to work with me, I'll tell it to you straight. I'll tell it to you in a nice way. She sends me her scale weight. She sends me what she ate. We we try new things on the fly, and she's dropping weight. And she's going to be under 200 pounds in a couple of months. That's why she's doing so well. She's listening to the master.
So, I've talked a couple times about mindset on my channel, but when mindset for successful transformation, when we're talking about, yeah,
And
your take.
I know you're gonna ask me about release work also and letting go,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
which is my favorite topic in all the world.
That's
Uh,
what you could just go right into that when you're done with this question. How's that?
ask me the first question again.
Okay, so what mindset? What is it? What your take on the mindset for successful transformation?
Well, I'm going to show you the mindset right now. This is it. Okay. So the mindset is You have to be flexible. The mindset is this: transformation, losing weight. This is us, right, Nikki? Nikki likes this. This is you. Not much going on. You're a rubber band. Okay. Margie's busy doing something. Are you
No, I'm
texting?
just
Are you texting your two
no,
boyfriends?
I'm just
Okay.
looking at my notes.
So this is us. We're not really going anywhere. We're kind of stuck. So the mindset I teach is this. Ooh, we want to look like Margie. We get some tension. She's lost some weight. Now it's exciting. We're actually doing something. We have tension. It's exciting. So this rubber band is you're setting a goal. I believe in goal setting. Let me put this phone right here. So we're excited. We joined a gym. We joined a contest. And look at us. There's tension. Now we're going somewhere. We want to keep stretching that rubber band. We're excited. There's a goal, and we're actually doing something every day until we get closer to that goal. Oh no. Oh no. Wah, wah. Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah. But then we set another goal. I keep giving Margie new goals, new weights to hit, new scale weights. Join a gym, work out with weights, new scale goals, new insights. The mindset is you got to keep reaching a baby goal and then setting a new goal. The mindset is even when I fail, I got to stretch that rubber band again. And when that rubber band, you feel it. When you start, ooh, I am now balancing because I don't want this to hit my face. It's like you're on the tightrope. Look at that beautiful cat. You're on the tightrope. You're going to the gym right away. Once again, there's that, oh yeah, things are getting tight. I'm excited. I set a goal. That's the mindset. Oh no, I plateaued. Wah, 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 wah. Right? Then we got to set a new goal. Today, what time is it right now? Today, I'm eating starches and carbs all day. It's 1:30. I had an apple. I'm going to have a kiwi now. I had a rice cake and some cereal. Just today. So there's a new stretch, you know? I'm doing the bricks perspective diet, fruits and veggies and starches. Let's see how far this takes me. It's just for the day, right, Brick? Great question. You had a follow up question about release
Yes,
work.
release work. Yes.
Ooh. Now, what do you know about release work?
That you're going to tell me about it because I really don't understand enough about it.
Have you ever heard of letting go?
I missed that one part. I let go.
Have
What?
you
What was
have you
it?
ever heard of letting go?
Oh yeah, yeah. If you don't let go, yeah, you. I would imagine there's a lot more cortisol and everything like that going on when you don't let go. Um,
Have you ever heard of letting go and letting God?
yes, of course, exactly.
My cousin,
Y-
my cousin Nevin, uh, is Alcoholics Anonymous and Cocaine Anonymous. They right away taught him, you really want to be successful? Do you believe in God? He's like, I do. And they said, let go and let God. You have to
Mhm.
surrender to the health coach, Chris. Just kidding. You have to surrender. So when you fully surrender, that's called letting go. Now we're going to get to release work. That's something a little bit different. So I stumbled on to the Sedona method, Lester Levinson, Sedona method. And this has really, really changed my life, Margie. Release work is, well, this is how they teach it. They'll say, okay, are you holding on to something that you think is going to block your goal? And you don't think you're holding on to something, but you are. Negativity. Oh, I've done all the diets. This will never work. Oh, I'm too old. See what I mean? I'm too young. Oh, I can't eat like that. It's going to be too much of a sacrifice. So the way they teach release method and letting go is they ask you questions. Well, can you let it go? You're this negative thought and belief. You go, of course I can let it go. Okay, when? And you answer, well, right now. Can you let it go? Will you let it go? And if you go, I can let it go right now, you're actually, your grasp that you're holding on to the negative. Margie, you tell me, what are some of the negative things you held on to when you were fat? You know, there were thoughts and beliefs you held on to. Tell me.
Well, yeah, I guess one big one was that I just felt sorry for myself and felt that, I was just going to continue to deteriorate, and that I was going to be found at the bottom of the stairs having fallen down and nobody would find me for 2 weeks. That I couldn't lose the weight. There was something wrong with me and I couldn't lose the weight. That this was limiting me and what I could do, and I didn't go out and do things as much. Which I could have, I could go out in the mountain. I could go in the mountains and take pictures. I don't think I would have been able to go up to the top of that mountain. Um, a lot of just sort of interactions with other people, and just like I would never look at a single guy at all, like oh, they're there, but whatever. And now I could see, actually, um, I mean, yeah, of course there are people who aren't so wonderful, but there's a lot of really nice people if you just look at, in a more positive way toward the situation.
See that?
That-
So there was about 4 or 5 very strong negative beliefs there. I did it too. And all of a sudden, they teach you in the Sedona method, guys, this is all in the Bible. Everything we're talking about is biblical. If you're holding on to something, how are you going to change? Well, Margie started to trust and she started to release these negative thoughts and beliefs. Margie, that's all it is. And if you start releasing things, you're like, oh my God, I can join a gym. I can look at people. I can trust men or women. I can be the person I want. You're releasing it. And what does Eckhart Tolle say? But when do you want to release it? Now. The power is in now, not in tomorrow. So the release is happening right now. Let's get back to that rubber band and keeping it tight. And that's why people say things are tight. Things are, Margie, is your hair naturally curly? Asked Brick.
Oh, is yeah, naturally wavy. Yes, it is. Now, I will tell you that when I was a child, my hair was straight, and then after puberty, it got it's like kind of wavy, and it never really. It was only in my mid-40s, mid to late 40s, when it started to be enough wavy that it kind of started to get super frizzy, and yeah, so it's gotten more and more wavy over time, and now it's about, for the last 5 years, it's been about the same. I just been wearing it this way for about 2.5 years because I figured out how to not make it look dreadful when it was naturally this way. But yeah, it is. It's naturally like this. Yeah. I mean, I do, scrunch it and, diffuse it and things like that to give it a little bit extra, make it stay this way. But when it's wet, it does have this wave naturally in it.
Same as my sister. Ingrid has a little bit more naturally wavy hair. Is your natural hair color light on the light side?
My natural hair color these days is a well, because my hair turned really dark blonde right about 30, very end of 20s. It went dark, more dark blonde. I got rid of the any because it used to be like my 20s was like getting darker blonde, and then I had lots and lots of natural golden, kind of reddish gold highlights that were natural in my hair. It looked like my hair was highlighted, but it wasn't. And they started to disappear. So nowadays it's just this dark blonde color with silver in it, naturally.
Well, I'm
Not
gonna.
particularly beautiful.
You are beautiful. I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Do you have any two, three final questions? And so, what I meant about release work, we can do another live, of course. But what I
Yeah.
meant about release work in the chat, what are you? Is anybody holding on to any negativity? I try to not hold on to negativity. You're getting compliments from Brick.
Aw, thank you, Brooke. It it has its downsides, but because it never looks the same at any time. And sometimes it gets super frizzy, and but you get the humidity is super frizzy, and yeah, it's got its issues. But thank you. I finally learned how to kind of deal with it. But yeah, I could ask you more, but I think
Yes, you
this is
can
probably a good
ask.
place here.
You can ask me one or two more to finish up. It's all
Okay,
we're
all
just
right, all right,
under
all right.
90 minutes. We're good.
Okay, if you really want to twist my, an arm, I will. So, you talked about playing music professionally. Where did you play?
All over New York, bars, clubs. I also love playing for churches. I've done shows. I last recent 6 months ago I played a big show for St. John's University. Bishops was there, priests were there. It's for their charity, for their hunger. Their St. John's University is connected with a wonderful charity, and they asked me to play at Giordano's restaurant in Brooklyn. So I mostly played in those and small bars and pubs all over the city, you know.
Cool. So, what is your favorite? I mean, and I'm talking about exact instrument. Which your favorite instrument to play? I mean, I'm guessing it's guitar, but but exact which one?
Well, I play about five instruments in terms of the stringed instrument. I horse around on the piano, but piano you have to spend 6 months to a year because you're using two hands directly, whereas many string instruments are related. Banjo, mandolin, bass guitar, acoustic guitar, electric guitar. I tried violin. I'm not a fan of bowing, using the bow. Again, it's a different instrument, but I love acoustic guitar, really. And I'm actually shopping around for a good acoustic guitar. Yeah.
And you do play that acoustic guitar very well. Um, so what is the favorite instrument you don't play but wish you did?
Oh, I want to get back into harmonica and saxophone, which I messed around with in high school, but now that's all about the breath and breath control. They're quite expensive. The good ones are made of beautiful brass. Harmonica's fun to play blues with and folk when you're playing your guitar, but I guess saxophone or a nice horn instrument. Actually, I also like the clarinet.
Now I know several people who played the clarinet. That's cool. All right. So, favorite rock and roll song to play?
Rock and roll, I love. If it, old school, real rock and roll was started by Chubby Checker, Little Richard, Buddy Holly, and Chuck Berry, and we all know it was also started by Marty McFly. If you ever watched Back to the Future,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
I
Sure
love
have.
playing. I love playing Johnny Be Good, Earth Angel, Roll Over Beethoven. on the guitar, real rock and roll from the 50s. Buddy Holly. I love Buddy Holly's music as well. Early Beatles, but the Beatles loved Elvis and Buddy Holly. Yeah. Marty McFly, Back to the Future, Brick. I can't wait to meet you, Brick. If they bring Back to the Future, it's the 40th anniversary into the theaters. Me and Brick will go to see that together because we love Back to the Future.
Oh, I wish I could go with you because I really love it too. But yeah, yeah,
Great,
great.
great questions, Margie.
And then, so
Everybody,
what's your? Oh, go
huh?
ahead. Oh, I was gonna say which favorite rock and roll to listen to song that you like to listen to.
I love every day is a getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Buddy Holly, I love the rock and roll songs were very, very short, so they weren't that long, early rock and roll. There's a song also that's kind of, it's not really rock and roll, it's called True Love Ways. True Love Ways by Buddy Holly. Of course, I love La Bamba, Oh Donna by Richie Valens. Richie Valens helped start rock and roll. La 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 bamba. I love the early rock. Elvis. I love the Elvis song. I love the early one was oh man, treat me like a fool, treat me mean and cruel. I think it's called Love Me. Early Elvis, that's first, second album. That's a great rock. Brown Eyed Girl. Good job, Nikki.
Brown
That's
eyed
great.
girl.
But that came later. That was a 60s song. The rock and roll, God, the Rolling Stones was early rock. So many good ones, Jimi Hendrix, but those are from the 60s. I mean, I'm talking Chubby Checker. I'm talking Little Richard. Oh my God. This is bringing me back to my childhood. You know, real rock and roll. I'm a purist. Those that's what I like.
Yeah, I like those the older ones myself. Some of the ones in soft rock in the 80s. So, okay, I'll finish up with this question. What is the most rewarding part of being a health coach?
Seeing people like you, Margie, people that I've coached gain from it. We're actually, you know what it really is? The relationship you have with me, becoming friends or really getting to know somebody. God, to help somebody, to be like, oh, I thought I had to just be on a diet. I thought I just had to drop the carbs. I thought I happened to, had to kill myself in the gym 5 days a week. The rewarding thing is, I'll be honest, is working with somebody and opening their eyes. The things that Margie has taught me, and Josh and Anna and all the people I work with, Dr. Dave, and be like, wow, you can do that. And that's how sleep affects, and about the recovery in the gym and helping somebody achieve their goals and not turn into a crazy kill myself in the gym workout type, and just, it doesn't have to be hard.
Yeah. Any final words you'd like to say?
Yes, help my channel grow for fun's sake. Go to my channel for fun's sake, and let's get to 50 subscribers. Tell everyone about me. I am going to be, posting more content. And yeah, final
Yeah, create
words.
another channel and subscribe again to him. Yeah.
Yeah, come to New York City. Join me, Margie, and Brick, and let's have a good time and go to Rockefeller Center, Bryant Park. Let's have a good time. And that's what I'm about. That's it. I mean, we can read through some of these comments,
Okay.
but Margie, you can read through with me. But they were all, "Hey, hi."
You're great with the comments, so I let you.
Well, a lot of people left the comment section, you know,
Yeah.
running the
That's why we
bot.
only have like 3 people left.
Thank you, Tia.
Okay.
Tia's losing a lot of weight. Tia has a horse farm in rural California. Nikki, of course, Eve, Brick, everybody's been great. Just positive stuff. I know it's difficult during the middle of the day to comment, but thank you guys. It's really cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Chris, for being here. I've been wanting to interview him. I promised he would be my first interviewee. I really enjoyed asking these questions, and I hope everybody enjoyed hearing the answers to them. There are things I've been wanting to know. There was only one that I knew that I asked you, but anyway, yeah. So thank you so
Yeah.
much. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you all for being here. Everyone who I guess we have was one left. I don't know if it's
Nikki or Brick.
Sean John is back.
They,
Hi, Sean John. My
oh,
sister and brother subscribed. Oh, thank you.
Sean John is on here? I don't see him.
Well, just look at the comment.
He's not in my comment section, though, on my phone
He's right.
yet.
Call me Sean John is here.
I don't see him.
Brick is here. Well, now we have one again. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Brick,
Okay.
I am here for you, Brick. Brick supports me so much and laughs at my corny jokes. You ever need any favors, Brick? I'm your guy. Nikki's always wonderful. Sweet, sweet Evelyn. You know, these are my favorite folks. Sean John, Florida. Thank you guys,
Thank you to
Claudia.
Tia as well, and yeah, and Claudia. And if I miss somebody, I do apologize. I am, you know how bad I am with this thing here, but I'm trying to get better.
Let's help.
Everybody who is here.
Let's help Margie get to 100 subscribers.
Yeah. Okay, I don't see the rest of them, so I think that probably was about it. Thank you all for being here, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.